what's your relationship like with Vince McMahon around this time? Because you were Intercontinental champion, you're feuding with the Nation of Domination. They're gonna turn you heel, and you're gonna join the Nation of Domination, which I felt like it was a good move, but also a bad move because it was in my brain. But what was your relationship like with Vince heading into this transition of going from babyface to bad guy?
Oh, the relationship was great. It's just I didn't really want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just want them to switch me up with somebody else to work with. Because me and Farouk have been around the dance floor a few times. And so I just wanted somebody else to work with. There was nothing against Farouk, nothing against anything. I just was tired of the same old, same old.
Right. Yeah. It just, to me, it was bizarre. Was like, all right, they've been fighting for so long, and for months and months and months and months, and now he's gonna just join them, like
Exactly.
just because. And it never felt like organic to me, at least. If there was
Thank you.
if there was a motive, sure, but it felt like you've been taken out, you've been fighting them on every event, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, in your houses, so on and so forth, and now here we are, and you're gonna just join him for no reason,
With
like
nothing.
with nothing.
There was no build up to it. There was nothing.
Like, was there a design to say like, oh, we're two men, two African American men fighting, and we're sick of people telling us to fight each other, we're gonna team up now? Or is that just me reaching?
No, that's come straight from Vince. That was in Vince's mind.
Wow.
So what happened was once I joined the nation, Vince said he looked at the videotape of us coming down the ramp, me, comma, Farouk, D'Lo, which was a waste, and coming down the ramp. And he said, he called us to the office. And he said, I want y'all to look at something. And he played the video of us coming down the ramp. He said, now who am I going to get to believe that y'all can be beat by anybody?
Mm.
So he said, Ahmed, I'm going to have to take you back out the nation. Yeah. He said, it's just too powerful. I'll take you back out the nation. What I was hoping they did was tag me and Ron up. That would have been a hell of a tag team. Can you imagine me and Ron going against the Legion of Doom?
Dude, it's been great.
That would have been awesome.
Man, I didn't even know. I didn't know because it seemed so abrupt. Because the way you're taken out, though, is suddenly you're in the number one contender for the world championship. So you're finally going to get your world title match against the Undertaker. Big bad man, one of the number one superstars. And then there's a brawl. Now I want to confirm this as well. There's a brawl on the outside between you and I believe the DOA, the Disciples of Apocalypse. The gang wars were happening.
Uh-huh.
And again, this is what I've read, and let's confirm. Does the table is next to you, the announcer table, and you just get like kind of thrown onto it a little bit, and a screw or a nail like stabs
Yeah,
you?
there was a big old screw was sticking out. And as soon as I hit the table, it like ripped my hand open. So
And
that was just a freak accident, but still, they should have made sure the damn screws, wasn't out there because the boys were taking bumps on the tables.
right. What if you get power bombed
Yeah,
and slammed
take
through
an
it?
eye out and anything.
So then from there, you're injured from the screw, and you're replaced. You're no longer in the world championship match against Undertaker. I think Vader takes your spot at In Your House Canadian Stampede 1997.
Right.
So that injury to your hand is what removes you from the match?
No, I was still willing to go, to the match and be ready. But Vince, had a change of mind. I believe all the junk that Shawn Michaels and some of the other boys were putting in his head, they're not ready for a black champion. They're not. But you just seen me win the Intercontinental belt, so I'm ready.
Right.
Their fans are ready. But Shawn Michaels, man, he kind of ran the coop back then. He was like the head dog back then. So whatever he said, kind of went. I remember him calling me to the office one day after maybe my third match, and he tells me, Ahmed, I can't let you do the high flying moves anymore. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You ain't let me do nothing, first of all. I'm doing it because I want to do it.
Right.
And he said, well, what happens is when I do it at 190 pounds and you come do it at 355 pounds, it doesn't look as great when I do it. It was all about him.
Right.
Making sure his acting went on, make sure his moves were, graced and everything. So yeah, he tried to stop me from doing all the high flying stuff, but I didn't.
Wow. Interesting. Because, you always hear stories of things like that happening where even Triple H said to The Rock, hey, that eyebrow thing you're doing isn't going to get over, so stop doing it. Obviously, it it worked out for the Rock. But isn't that interesting
Exactly.
that you know Shawn Michaels pulling that stuff on you, and yet here you are still doing a great job. Now, were you supposed to win the World Championship against Undertaker?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. They had a schedule for me to win.
And the whispering of Shawn Michaels in Vince's ear changes his mind. On top of that, your hand injury, they use that as the excuse.
Right. I don't know if Shawn was doing it, saying it by himself, or he had some backup with him.
Wow.
But they changed Vince's mind, man. Which really pissed me off.
No kidding. Because you would have been world champion and Intercontinental champion in a span of 1 year.
Exactly. And that's what I try to tell these young kids today. Y'all can say what you want to say, but none of y'all would be champion if I didn't carry that championship belt first and carrying it well. If I'd been out there doing drugs and getting high and doing that other, they would never put a belt on another black man. I said, I carried it well and they liked it, the fans liked it. And that's the reason why you have, you know, these Bible Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, who I love to watch that dude wrestle, and all these other, you know, guys who won the championships. It started with me, otherwise it wouldn't have happened.